Okay. Hello everyone. Happy New Year. Okay, so this is the first live of the year. Let me just set the audio and everything. Okay. Can someone confirm if my audio is clear? Okay, perfect. Hi, hello everyone. Is my audio good and clear? Yes. Okay, nice. So let's just relax. This is going to be Ask Me Anything session. So you can literally ask me anything. So, yeah, so we have a lot of time today. Good. So I just wrapped up, few hours ago, I've wrapped up the MongoDB zero to hero. Okay, so today I'll just look at the comments and, we'll take it over from the comment section. Okay. Happy New Year, everyone. Yep. Hi, hello, everyone. We have close to 300 people at the moment, which is good. Hmm. Okay, yeah, let's start with this question from Nitish. So Nitish says, hi, so I found your DevOps in 3 months playlist. Is it good for beginners? Can it help someone become job ready? Absolutely. That's the whole purpose of the course. So it will definitely help you with your job. It's a job ready course. As I told you, it will take 3 months and it has everything in order. That's the best part, right? So even previously we had videos on the channel, but they were scattered. They were in different playlists, and a lot of people used to reach out to me. They used to ask me, Abhishek, yeah, you definitely made a lot of videos, but what is a specific order to follow? Now you don't have to go through any playlist. Just stick to that playlist from start to end. It will take you from zero to good at DevOps engineering, cloud, Terraform, everything, right? Okay, so Rupas Kumar, Rupas Kumar. Hi Abhishek, I'm an engineering student following your 2026 DevOps roadmap. Want to become DevOps engineer? Thanks for your content. Any suggestion for me? No, just follow that playlist. Good that you are an engineering student and you already started thinking about DevOps, so that's nice. Yeah, my only suggestion is stick to it. Shailesh. Oh, we have close to 420 people. Very good. First live of the year. Uh, the crowd is good. Yeah. So we have another question. This time it's from Sailesh. So Sailesh says, कुछ याद नहीं आ रहा कुछ याद नहीं रहता क्या करूँ for remembering things. Yeah, Shailesh, this is a universal problem, but I can give you a tip. The reason why you don't remember things, you must be reading a lot, but you're not practicing things. You know, just break down your time. Let's say you have 2 hours a day. 1 hour is good for your learning, but at least for the next 1 hour, try to practice things. Now, this is where a lot of people fail, uh, including you, a lot of people out there. They start their preparation, they spend time during the preparation, but after a point they quit because of the same reason. They don't remember the things that they learned. And this is a human tendency. Unless you practice things, you don't retain that knowledge for a long time. Oh, we are close to 500 people. Thanks everyone for joining. Yeah, today's session is going to be Ask Me Anything once again. We will keep it pretty straightforward. I'll take questions from the comment section and I'll, I'll randomly pick up the questions and I'll discuss about it. If we complete Azure Zero to Hero course, then will I be able to crack Azure admin or Azure admin interviews? So you should complete DevOps Zero to Hero first, and then you have to go through Azure Zero to Hero series. Then definitely yes, because Azure Zero to Hero series is, one of my favorites. It has very interesting videos related to Azure, probably the content that you cannot find anywhere on the internet. I'm not saying this because it's my playlist. Just look at the course syllabus, just look at how we organize the course, and also every concept out there is explained with a demonstration. So it's a very good playlist. So this question is in Telugu. I'll translate this for you. Multi-cloud ఎలా ఉంది ఇప్పుడు? So the question is, how is the uh, present and future of multi-cloud? So yeah, see, one thing I'll tell you, don't go for multi-cloud, just go for one cloud platform, because if you know one cloud platform good, right? If you are expert in one cloud platform, it is very easy to transition to other cloud platform. So if you try to uh, put your legs on two different boats, and if you try to sail on it, obviously you will lead nowhere. Instead, travel with one boat, master it. Once you become good at it, then go to the next one. And usually this happens with time, right? This should be a natural transition. You're working with AWS, there is a requirement on Azure, and with your expertise on AWS, you start understanding Azure. That is how it should be. It should not be like when you start your journey, okay, I learn AWS, I learn Azure. No, learn one cloud platform in the natural flow, in the natural transition, go with the other cloud platform. That's it. During the 3 months core, okay, during the 3 months course, I've observed your timings in laptop. You're recording late night. A heartful thanks to your efforts. Thank you so much. Yeah, yeah. Some of those videos were recorded at 4 a.m., 5 a.m. in the morning as well. And yeah, because of the commitment and dedication um, that I took while recording the videos, even till today, those videos are watched, and even today, those videos are celebrated. Right? A lot of people, they share their success stories. They followed that videos. They got into DevOps and IT roles, and they keep sharing me the gratitude messages. So all that late night effort is actually paid off when people share their gratitude. Yeah, but thanks again for bringing it here. Please make MLOps end-to-end project in Udemy. Yeah, Sobhab, yeah, thanks for bringing that here. Yeah, sure. So, I was recording MongoDB Zero to Hero. It will be available on our channel um, in the next week. Just few edits are in progress. I don't want to release it on Friday, so I'll push it to the next week because it's a very engaging Zero to Hero. It's a single video. It's not the complete course. It's Zero to Hero in one single video. So because I'm done with it, now the next thing is that I'll record that video and post it on Udemy. MLOps end-to-end project. We already have one project. I'll post the other one as well. Pulicherla. Oh, this is a big name. Buli, Pulicherla Rakesh Kumar Reddy. Hi Rakesh. Thanks for joining as member. Yeah, one more thing. If you want to ask me any question, like if you want to reach out for career guidance or something, I'm not on TopMate. You can join as a member of the channel, and then you can join our Discord server. You can ask questions there. Cool. Okay. Hi Abhishek. You have contributed to open source and learned DevOps tools. How it's possible doing programming and understanding DevOps tools? Okay. Yeah. So this is interesting. Now I'll explain this in short because there are a lot of people. There are some interesting questions, but because you asked, I'll explain this very quick. So one thing is that before open source, if you look at my journey, right? I was working as Python developer. I was working as, uh, I mean, I developed a Kubernetes Ingress controller. everything that I did in the world of open source is somewhat the other way related to DevOps and cloud. First, I developed a Kubernetes Ingress controller. It's open source even today. It's very popular, called FI Kubernetes Ingress controller. So there I learned about a lot about Kubernetes. I learned a lot about containers, the communication, microservices, how containers interact with each other, the internal Kubernetes networking, all that. Then I worked for Argo CD. A lot of you know that. My journey in Red Hat is all with Argo CD. And Argo CD is basically in the space of CI/CD, deployments, Kubernetes. So even before that, throughout my journey, I must have worked as developer at various places, but it is somewhat the other way linked to DevOps. So that's why, I'm good at DevOps and also development. Yeah, but these days I completely focus on DevOps because that is my interest area. Um, Today, I don't want to call myself as a developer. I would like to call myself as a software engineer with more focus towards operations. Even most of my freelancing work is towards operations. I code once in a while. These days, I code in Python and Golang only for my requirements. Maybe if I am developing a Kubernetes plugin or something, I restrict my coding these days to only that particular thing, Golang and Python. Okay, let's pick up any other question. Okay, this is important. While following your DevOps playlist, is it necessary to spend money on AWS for practice? I'm new to this field and I have no prior experience. Okay, Nitish, yeah, this is a very important beginner question. So basically, the answer is yes and no. Uh, Basically, in our uh, DevOps playlist or our DevOps roadmap, there are two parts, right? One is learning DevOps, one is learning cloud. Even if you look at my 3 months DevOps roadmap that I just released in the first week of January, even there, the first part of your journey is with learning DevOps, and you can do all of that on your laptop. In fact, in most of the cases, you don't even need a cloud account. But yes, at certain point, you will start learning AWS, and during that time, you have to create an account with AWS. That is for sure. Now, lot of people get this wrong that AWS free tier is completely free. No, that's not true. AWS free tier has free resources to certain extent. For example, if you are working with EKS, there is no way you can use it for complete free of cost. It will be charged for the EKS platform, the underlying compute, you will be charged for it. But here is the thing. AWS does not take money from your bank account directly. Okay, understand this carefully. When you create an account with AWS, you create an account, you provide your credit card, but only with your consent. So let's say your bill for this month on AWS is 10,000 rupees. Okay. Now, AWS will ask you to pay for that 10,000 rupees. Usually it cannot be 10,000. I'm just giving an example. AWS will ask you to pay that 10,000 rupees. If you don't pay that money, your account will be suspended. And finally, your account will be completely deleted. This is what happens with AWS. I'm not talking about every cloud provider. Every cloud provider deals with it in different way. Some cloud providers like Azure and GCP, they set up auto debit, they set up mandate as well. But with AWS, this is the case, at least till 1st of January 2026. Okay. So if you use the resources well, you will be in control. Still, if you end up in some billing, you can just email to AWS. You can just talk to their support, ask for the waive off. If you still cannot get the waive off, you have two options: either pay the money or get your account suspended. Okay. I hope this answers your question. Hello, Abhishek. I'm watching your DevOps course. I'm currently on the Ansible module. I'm having difficulty configuring the passwordless authentication as shown in the video. Yeah, I totally understand. A few people reported this, PK. So what you can do is, I hope you're watching it. Just go to day 2 of Ansible Zero to Hero series and you will be unblocked. Okay. So we have Ansible Zero to Hero playlist only for this particular video. Just go to Ansible Zero to Hero episode 2. Watch that. You will be able to set up passwordless authentication. I hope this answers your question. Mm, Sir, Azure Infra Admin or DevOps? Any project ideas? Okay, I would say blindly go with DevOps. Don't go with infrastructure admin. That role will be deprecated and you will not have a great future with administrative roles. So go with DevOps roles only. Now, when it comes to project ideas, just go to our YouTube channel. You have real-time DevOps playlist, right? Just go to that playlist. You will find a lot of ideas there. Even in the Azure Zero to Hero playlist, you will find a lot of ideas. Can I crack DevOps? Can I crack with 4 years of experience just by following DevOps Zero to Hero course? Absolutely yes. Definitely yes. That playlist is good enough. There are, like, if you go to our DevOps in 3 months, there is a playlist, right? That I recently created, a course, I mean. Go to that course, DevOps in 3 months. There are 160 videos, and by following and completing them, you will easily be able to show even 7 to 8 years of experience. So don't worry. Okay. Sai Yasmini says this. For DevOps, we need to learn a lot of tools. So I think cloud engineering is better. Now, this is a very big misconception. You cannot become a cloud engineer if you don't know DevOps. See, this is some wrong information people spread on the internet. Let me ask you a question. If you don't know Kubernetes, how can you learn EKS on the AWS platform? So you cannot become a DevOps cloud engineer, I mean cloud DevOps engineer without knowing DevOps. How will you know what is ECR if you don't know what is container registry? How will you know what is EC2 if you don't know what is a virtual machine? How will you know, let's say, what is something like Lambda function if you don't know what is serverless? So first you need to learn the concepts of DevOps. You need to know DevOps. Only then you can go to cloud platform and learn cloud. Okay? Please don't start your journey with cloud. That's a very, very wrong approach. Hey, OTGen Enterprises, thanks for joining as member. Now you can join our Discord server. Let's stay connected there. What different rules can I apply after completing DevOps 3 months playlist? Yeah, so you can apply for DevOps engineering role. You can apply for cloud engineering roles. You can even apply for SRE roles to some extent. Is it easy to learn DevOps in point of view of AI ML? Yeah, definitely. When you compare learning AI or ML against learning DevOps, yeah, definitely it's easy. So there is a question here. Is MLOps playlist enough to learn that and apply for MLOps jobs? 100% yes. In fact, lot of people in the market, if you just, I mean, I'm talking about the jobs. If you just complete that MLOps Zero to Hero playlist on the Udemy channel, and if you start applying for the jobs, trust me, you will be easily able to convince the interviewers because you know there is not enough skill set or there is not enough people in the market with MLOps knowledge. So you attend the interviews on MLOps, you talk about it, really people will be happy about it. That you learned a lot about MLOps, you implemented some projects on MLOps, you talk about how they work in real time. There are good chances for you to get hired. In fact, recently I was talking to some senior engineer in one of the companies. They were talking to me about MLOps position. They cannot find MLOps engineers. So they were asking me, to provide training to DevOps engineers in their company and upskill them to MLOps position. I mean, it was on LinkedIn. Maybe I can even share that with you sometime later. But yeah, so what I'm trying to say here, it is a natural progression. DevOps engineers will evolve as MLOps engineers. Of course, people who are interested. It will happen in the near future. You will see this happening as the MLOps positions grow in the market. A certain category of DevOps engineers will evolve and eventually they will become MLOps engineers. Same thing happened with system administrators. If you go back maybe 7 to 8 years, a full category of system administrators upgraded to DevOps engineers, and today they are DevOps experts. Today they are DevOps architects in the company. Same happened with build and release engineering. Same will happen with MLOps and LLM ops positions as well. DevOps engineers who are interested in upskilling, they will step up. They will be the first people to fill the MLOps and LLM ops positions in the companies. Yeah, okay. Anyways, to answer your question, yeah, I made that playlist keeping jobs in mind. So yeah, you can do that. Do you offer one-on-one training? I sent you an email. No, I don't do that. In fact, I don't offer any trainings as well. Everything that I do is on YouTube and Udemy. It's not that they are good or bad, but at this point of time, I want to uh, not restrict myself to set of audience. If I start giving trainings, maybe I would restrict myself to 500 or 1000 people. Uh, at least in the current state of mind, I want to express my uh, ideas. I want to share my knowledge to larger audience. That's why I decided to make content on YouTube and Udemy. Thank you so much for the guidance. No worries. Thank you. Okay. Let's see any other questions here. Oh, there are a lot of questions today. Nice. Yeah, if you ask your question once, try to not ask it again so that I can go through questions from different people. We have close to 500 people now. So, right? Can you, yeah, again, can you take mock interviews on TopMate? No, I'm not doing it at this point. As I told you, I want to use my time wisely. So that's why I started the Discord server. Now, I answer questions on the Discord server. I make videos on YouTube and Udemy. This is how I decided to spend my time effectively and help larger audience. Okay, I'm part of infra monitoring team from past 3 years, currently following your free DevOps course. So is it possible to switch in DevOps and convert that experience in DevOps? Please. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a common thing, right? That is what people do on our channel. So you can be infra monitoring person, you can be QA engineer, you can be SRE engineer. It doesn't matter, right? You can do anything. You can transition to DevOps role just by following our playlist. There are a lot of projects in the playlist. Like if you go to DevOps engineer in 3 months course, the course that we have on our channel, just start with that course. You will find the videos, you will find the scenario based questions, you will find the projects from one video to 160 videos, the ordering. Just follow the same order. You will come across all of those things. Show yourself as DevOps engineer in the resume and start applying for the jobs. This is what people do. Every Monday motivation, the post that I share, those people have done the same thing. They have not done anything different. They learned DevOps from the channel and they started showing their experience in DevOps and cloud. That's it. And most of them are QA engineers, people from non IT, people from system administration background, developers. They just changed their LinkedIn profile to DevOps engineers. They changed their resumes to DevOps engineers and started applying for the jobs. Okay, Jeshwant landed into senior DevOps role with 50% hike with your Udemy courses. Thank you so much, Jeshwant, and thanks for sharing it here as well. Hi, Abhishek. I've switched recently and I am working as SRE with tech stack of Aerospike, Persona, Drove Salt. Is this outdated stack? Okay, first of all, I could not understand what exactly it is. I switched recently. I'm working as SRE with tech stack of Airspike, Persona, Drove Salt. Okay, not really sure what exactly that is, but if you're working as SRE engineer, you don't have to worry. It's not outdated stack. Okay, cool. There is a question from a developer. Let's see. I'm working as a Java developer. I want to know if your playlist is as valuable for us because in today's market, will company look for Java plus DevOps plus cloud related skill also? No, no, no. Yeah, there will be some startups which will look for Java plus DevOps plus cloud because they are startups. They want you to work more. They want a developer to do everything. But as you move to enterprises, then my answer would be no. Typically, no enterprise would want their resource to work as developer plus cloud plus DevOps because that is not only burning, but it also becomes difficult for them when this person leaves the organization. Entire thing is lost because this is the only person who has knowledge of everything. So that's why they have dedicated roles. So if you are targeting for good product based companies, if you are targeting for enterprises, then stick yourself to a particular skill set. Today, if you are a developer, if you want to learn DevOps and cloud, it's good enough. But completely transition to DevOps and cloud. Okay. Karna says, hey Abhishek, it's really overwhelming in this tech market where open source is losing to AI, Tailwind CSS reference. Okay. How do I approach the tech market now? Doing DevOps AWS certification or just open source? No, see, the problem with open source is little different. Even when you're talking about Tailwind CSS or recent Nginx Ingress controller, the problem with open source is little different. Here, the problem is not about AI. Problem is with people. We all talk a lot about open source. Whenever there are videos on open source, people watch it a lot. People talk about GSOC, but the reality is totally different. If you go to open source projects, there are very less people who are actively contributing, right? Look at any open source project. I'm not talking about updating docs. I'm not talking about maintaining releases. I'm not talking about contributing to some simple bug fixes. I'm talking about core contributors to open source projects. They are very, very less. Something like I did for Argo CD operator, Argo rollouts manager. Very few people are doing it at this point. So that's the problem why open source projects, they are some or the other way they are trying to uh, either shut down, they are trying to make it closed source. So yeah, we can't do anything with it. It's a mindset change. Now when you're talking about DevOps or AWS certifications, they are not mandatory. Today certifications are not important except for Kubernetes certifications. Vamshi, thanks for joining as member. Which role I should apply for dev as a fresher after DevOps? After DevOps, okay. You can try for cloud intern roles. You will find a lot of cloud intern roles. So yeah, what do you think about the future of DevOps? How can I grow in this field? Okay, so this is a very good question. I'm sure a lot of you must have this question. What do you think about the future of DevOps? How to grow in this field? I personally think the future is bright, and I'm I'm constantly making videos on this, right? So if you see, I personally see a lot of uh, opportunities for DevOps engineers, not only in the space of DevOps. In future, I feel DevOps engineers can naturally transition to MLOps positions. They can transition to LLM ops positions. So yeah, I feel the future is bright. So I would say you should go with it. Hi Abhishek, if you can make a video on EKS capabilities of how to enable the new managed Argo CD with IAM rules and AWS SSO and waiting for GCP 0 to Hero series. Yeah, okay, I'll make a video on that. To be very honest, it's not a big deal. Managed Argo CD. It's yeah, I feel it's overly promoted. Anyways, I'll definitely make a video on it. You can easily install Argo CD and manage your Argo CD instance. Yeah, it's a cool addition, but it's not something groundbreaking, or it's not something as much as it is promoted. Everyone asks why I choose DevOps over development. Seeing batchmate switch faster to dev roles makes me doubt myself. Is DevOps a slower or riskier position in the long term? See, I'll tell you one simple thing. When you look at development, there are definitely more opportunities when compared to DevOps, but also understand there are more people in the race, right? More people, more jobs in development. Less people, less jobs in DevOps. So that's a simple equation. In which category you want to be, right? If you go to a development position today, there is one job, thousands of people apply for the job. In DevOps, there is one job, hundreds of people apply for the job. That's the only difference. In both of the cases, because of companies trying to scale down the number of positions, the opportunities are less, right? You cannot compare with 2024, you cannot compare with 2023, where jobs were very high. In 2025, 2026, the positions have come down. So you can take anything. Go with development, go with DevOps. The competition is there. In fact, in DevOps, competition is little less when compared to development. Okay, I think you missed this. Harinath, I actually talked about it at the beginning of the video. I'm going to upload it by the end of this week. I was busy with MongoDB 0 to Hero. Now that I'm done with it, I will uh, upload it by the end of this week. Anyways, thanks for asking, Hari. Okay, a lot of people asking about MLOps. I'm surprised. For MLOps course, first we need to complete DevOps in 3 months, then MLOps, right? When will you launch K8's Udemy course? Okay, yeah. So for MLOps, you should know the fundamentals of DevOps. If you don't know the fundamentals of DevOps, yeah, wait, complete the fundamentals. I'm not saying you should be a DevOps engineer, but at least you should understand the fundamental concepts like Kubernetes, you should understand containers, you should understand virtual machines, and then you can go ahead and learn MLOps. Regarding K8's Udemy course, yeah, I'll think about it. I'll let you know. I'll let everyone know on our channel. In your DevSecOps Zero to Hero course, can I watch and learn using Azure? Because I see you have used AWS mostly. I'm aspiring to become DevOps or cloud engineer. Please suggest. Yeah, so we have Azure Zero to Hero series as well. But you're right, most of my videos are on AWS. The reason is simple. As a content creator, I want more people to watch my videos, right? If you are in a specific field, you want to deliver to more people. That's the only thing. I make most of the content in and around AWS. Like if I'm using a virtual machine, if I'm using even a Kubernetes cluster, I try to spin it up on AWS because most of the people in this space, they are used to AWS. It's easy for them to create an AWS account. It's easy for them to practice things. That's why naturally I use AWS as a platform. But otherwise, I have no personal inclination towards AWS. That's the only reason. Yeah, and DevSecOps Zero to Hero, it's going to be mostly on the open source front. So you can practice it on AWS, you can practice it on Azure. It's up to you. Mostly, I'm going to use open source platforms like GitHub Actions. Okay, GitHub Actions is not open source, but I'm going to use GitHub Actions. I'm going to use Trivi. I'm going to use OWSP. I'm going to use even applications also that are open sourced, right? Even the demo application, I'm going to use an open sourced application only. There will be only one enterprise platform that I'm going to use. That is also just for your understanding, right? To understand how DevSecOps can be implemented at enterprise level, only for that, I will use one enterprise tool. Cool. Okay. Hello. Uh, I don't know why today I'm finding it difficult to pronounce the names. Dhritraj Nath. Okay. Hello, sir. Is the DevOps role for only freshers? Currently learning your 3 months DevOps course. And LinkedIn में हर जगह jobs में experience मांगता है. What should be the mindset? I'm the fourth semester student. Oh, you're a fourth semester student. You have a lot of time. But anyways, it's a good question. Yeah. So see, I'll be bluntly honest here. If you are into DevOps and cloud, as freshers, you will find less opportunities. But it's not that you will find zero opportunities. Lot of people transition into cloud interns, lot of people transition into DevOps interns. Just go to our channel, look at the community tab. You will find freshers getting into DevOps positions. I keep sharing the success stories. If those people are sharing, that means it's true. You don't have to trust me, you don't have to trust anyone else, but trust the testimonials, right? So, yeah, there are opportunities, but you cannot compare it with opportunities in the space of development. For DevOps, cloud intern roles and DevOps intern roles still exist, but they are less in number when compared to development. Okay, somebody is asking, "Idi free period? When will hiring start?" So this is in Telugu. I'll translate this for you. So Wandering Batman is asking, "Is this free period? When will the hiring start again?" No, typically till 5th or 6th of January, it is freeze period because people go on holidays. So I personally believe the freezing period is done. From next week, you should see more opportunities because people go on holidays for Thanksgiving in US, Europe, and other countries. So you will see less hiring. But from second week of January, you should see it. Your body language changed, Abhishek, from last time live, which is good. You got even more exposure, I guess. Okay, thank you so much. I take this in positive term. What more after DevOps Zero to Hero to meet expectations in 2026 for DevOps jobs? MLOps, like if you have time, focus on MLOps. That is what I would say. Focus on, DevSecOps that I'm going to do. Also one opportunity, if you have time, if you want to try out new things, I would say, why not focus on AI? Like, how do I use AI in day-to-day DevOps activities? How can I help my company? Focus on AI assisted DevOps. You can take my videos as reference. We have a playlist, AI assisted DevOps. On top of what I've done, try to think beyond our videos as well. Hi Abhishek, I am infra intern. Oh, there you go. Somebody was just asking about DevOps positions for freshers. So you can see, uh, Akib is here. Akib is an infra intern. Watching your DevOps Zero to Hero course, what my approach should be to get a DevOps role. See, you are already an infra intern, so you are a half DevOps intern already. All that you have to do is to learn more concepts. You are currently focusing on infrastructure as code, maybe. Focus on Kubernetes, focus on containers, focus on observability, focus on GitHub Actions for CI/CD. That's it. You are already watching our DevOps Zero to Hero course. Just continue with the videos, or just watch our DevOps in 3 months playlist. They're all the same, but in the DevOps in 3 months playlist or the course, I just put all the videos in the order. Instead of going through DevOps Zero to Hero, AWS Zero to Hero, Terraform Zero to Hero, Python for DevOps, observability, in this playlist, everything is in order. That's it. What was your first open source contribution like? I want to contribute to some cloud tools, and now I'm in the level where I can understand the code that's written. How can I improve my how can I improve from here? Thanks. Okay. So sorry, just a second. Okay. Yeah. So my first open source contribution. Uh, so basically, it was in the Kubernetes space itself. I still remember. So path-based routing was not working on the Kubernetes Ingress controller. So, we just open sourced a part of Kubernetes Ingress controller. We wrote it in-house. We put that in a GitHub repository with back then there were no frameworks that helped you like the controller runtime today. There were no frameworks back then. So we used to write the Kubernetes watches. We used to store that in the basically stacks, and we used to read that within the controller. Every time there is a request, the request is put in a stack, and then we used to read it in the controller. So what happened? We open sourced a part of that code and we put that in a GitHub repository. Then we got, I don't know from which country, but we got an issue on the GitHub repository stating the path-based routing is not working. So then it was my first time as well. So through the GitHub conversation, I interacted with the person. Then yeah, the request was valid when in the path, when there is hyphen at the end, the path-based routing was not working, which we did not handle in the code. Then I had to just go back. It was a very small change. I had to fix it with an if condition. Done. So that was my first open source contribution. In fact, if you go to my GitHub repository, if you traverse back to 2017, you should find that contribution. So if you go to 2017 and if you look at what is the first thing that I contributed, that should be the thing. Thanks for asking. It reminded me, you know, my open source journey. And the later part of the question, how can I improve? See, this is what I'm talking about. In open source, there are a lot of opportunities. So you don't need anyone to tell you which repository to contribute, which repository or which fix to take. One thing is that take one repository. It can be anything. Okay, you don't even have to be master in coding today. Use Cloud Code, use GitHub Copilot, just go to any open source repository, stick to the repository, understand the project. If you are good at understanding the code, that is enough. Understand the code, look at the issues, try to debug the issue at your end, try to reproduce the issue, then use the Cloud Code, use GitHub Copilot, try to write the code using that. That can be your very first open source contribution. It's very easy. Okay. Google and Microsoft don't list the DevOps roles. For MAANG companies, which role should I apply for? It's not true. If you go to Google today, you will find cloud engineering roles, and those engineering roles are DevOps roles only. See, some companies call it cloud engineer, some companies call it DevOps engineer. If you look at Google, you will find, in fact, a lot of cloud engineer positions. You will find cloud engineer, you will find cloud architect. All of that are DevOps roles only, right? Now it depends on MAANG companies. If you go to, let's say Apple, you will find DevOps engineer role itself. In some companies, you will find SRE roles also. So yeah, you can apply for all of those positions. Just look at the job description. Don't look at the job designation, right? This is a very simple trick. Look at the job description. If you know the things in the job description, apply for it. It can be infra engineer, it can be DevOps engineer, it can be SRE engineer, it can be cloud engineer. That's it. Okay. Hey Abhishek, I have non-tech experience of 3.5 years. Okay. I have 3 months of full time to get in. Perfect. How can I get job to apply? How can I get plus job to apply? What is the best time to apply? 8 to 10 LPA. Okay. I did not get the question really. I have non-tech experience of 3.5 years. I have 3 months of full time to get in. Okay. How can I get plus job to apply? What is the best time to apply? 8 to 10 LPA. Okay, anyways, so you have 3.5 years yeah, of non-tech experience. You have 3 months of time. So in the next 3 months, focus completely on a DevOps 3 months course. Complete that in 3 months. In the next 1 month, prepare your resume, prepare your LinkedIn profile, show 2 years of experience in DevOps, 2 years of experience in non-IT, and start applying for the jobs. You're talking about 8 to 10 LPA, you can easily get it, right? This is what you have to do. Just prepare your LinkedIn as well as resume as DevOps engineer. Don't tell yourself as a non IT engineer or non tech engineer. People will not hire you. Okay. Deepak has a question. Thanks, Deepak. I have basic knowledge in all DevOps tools. Is it enough to start your Udemy project, or I need to complete your entire DevOps playlist in YouTube? No, no, that's enough. If you have basic understanding of all the DevOps tools, you can just start with our Udemy project, even our Udemy DevOps project also. You can start with it and you can complete the project. Sripad Shetty, thanks for your guidance. I secured senior DevOps engineer position with 100% hike, moving from the support role. Oh, that's great. Sripad Shetty, congratulations, and also thanks for sharing it here. I'll try to post this on our Monday motivation also. But yeah, see, people like Sripad, they are moving from support role to DevOps. If Sripad can do it, you can also do it. Think of it in this way. So if Sripad can follow our free videos and start their journey, practice every day, get into senior DevOps engineer position with 100% hike, why can't you get with 50% hike? What is stopping you? Nothing. Dedication and commitment, right? Once again, thanks Sripad for sharing it here. Bikram, thank you, but you forgot to ask your question. Please go ahead. I want to connect with you. How can I connect? Please, sir, need your urgent support. See, if it is a question, if it is any career guidance related question, you can join our Discord server and you can ask your question on the Discord server. But I don't have any one-on-one sessions at this point. Unfortunately, that is because of the time constraints. I hope you understand. So at this point, I'm just on Discord server for any kind of questions. Because I'm focusing on YouTube videos, I'm focusing on Udemy courses, I'm focusing on all the other things, right? Okay, still we have 400 people. Great, lot of support for our today's live stream. So I'm trying to take questions that are unique. Why are most companies not waiting for 3 months? The person like the MNC is not getting a call due to long notice period. Can you please suggest a better way to get the opportunity? I know Sai Kumar. I'm totally against this. Completely against this. The top MNCs in India, they are actually, I would say ruthless. They cannot keep notice period as 3 months. It's a strategy to block people. I don't know how will they stop it. If you look at companies like TCS, if you look at companies like Infosys, they are almost blocking people to not to go out of the company. Today, even TCS and Infosys, they are not hiring people if they are coming from companies with 3 months notice period. But they expect their engineers to complete 3 months notice period and go to other companies. So, this is a very bad practice. I think we all should raise voice against it. Uh, I know I'm personally not affected with it because I don't work for any uh, any of those companies. But still, I personally feel like, sometimes raising voice on LinkedIn, tagging these companies, asking like, why are they behaving this way? Because they're literally playing with the lives of people. Someone joins TCS, right? Let's say today I'm from non-IT. I moved to TCS because TCS is a big brand. Then I work for TCS maybe like 3 months, or sorry, 3 years, 4 years. Now I feel I've learned a lot. I want to move out. They are reducing my opportunities for 80 to 90%. If I want to get in a product based company, if I want to get into a startup, they will not wait for 3 months. So, yeah, I don't have an answer for this. I can only feel sorry for people who are working in those companies because those companies are doing really bad. One thing that I've seen people doing, like I have noticed people doing, so they say that they are already in the notice period. They start applying for the jobs. Once they get the job, they go back to the HR, go back to the manager, and they try to convince the manager and the HR. This is what I know. This is what I've seen people doing. Maybe you should also try the same. Show yourself as ready for opportunities, give the opportunity, I mean, give the interviews. Once you clear the interview, then maybe you can go back and request your manager or the HR. In the comment section, if any of you have any idea, like if any of you have solved this problem, please let us know in the comments. I'll try to highlight the comment as well. I'm not strongly inclined towards coding. Can you clarify the level of programming proficiency required to gain expertise in cloud and DevOps? Not much. If you know the software development lifecycle, that is good enough. You don't have to be good at programming. In DevOps and cloud, we mostly use scripting. So we use shell scripting, we use Python scripting. That's good enough. Okay, let's see if someone has some ideas about this 3 months notice period. Okay, yeah, not much. I don't see any comments. Maybe people don't have idea on this, how to overcome the 3 months notice period. But Deepak, because you asked it, uh, sir, not Deepak, the other person, because you asked it, I'll try to get answers from our Discord server, and if possible, I'll record a video on it. Hey, Parsram, thank you. When we get the CK certification exam dumps, where can we get? Oh, I'm not really sure where you can get the CK certification exam dumps. Sometime back, somebody shared Google certification dumps on our Discord server. So I don't know if anyone has CK certification exam dumps. And if they have, I am not very sure how efficient are those dumps. Sir, I've started learning cloud computing. You mentioned DevOps should be learned first. Yes. Since I already completed 50% of the cloud concepts, should I continue cloud or switch to DevOps? I think you should switch to DevOps. I'm surprised that you completed 50% because how did you understand CI/CD? How did you understand AWS CI/CD services? How did you understand Kubernetes service on AWS? So, I mean, if you have completed few parts, it's okay. Good that you have completed, but go back to DevOps and complete your DevOps journey first. That is my recommendation. Recently, a guy from IIT Hyderabad cracked 2.5 crores. Can you please talk on this? Do the companies need skills or IITians? Okay, good. Yeah, even I came across that video. I saw it on Instagram. Somebody cracked 2.5 2.5 CR job. Good for that person. I don't have enough information on which opportunity is it, which company is it. But yeah, um, IITians definitely have value. Uh, we cannot say companies don't care about the IIT tag. They hold a lot of value. But still, even if you're a non-IITian, trust me, in 2026, you still have a lot of opportunities. Most of the people that you see, even if you see in the DevOps and cloud space, people like me, we are not IITians, right? But still, we are doing good. So if you are an IITian, yeah, it's very celebrated, it's good. But even if you're not an IITian, you can still do it. So ignore the noise around, stick to what you're doing, learn, practice, showcase your experience on platforms like LinkedIn, get exposure from top companies, get exposure from, exposure to CEOs of other companies, build strong network, then even you will get very good package. If not 2.5 CR, you can at least aim for 1 CR. You can do it in 2026. Trust me. Hi bro, since Ingress Nginx controller is being retired, what will be the best controller for Ingress? Currently not ready to migrate to Gateway API. See, I don't know if you watched my video. There are two Ingress controllers for Nginx. One is Ingress controller that is provided by Kubernetes community. Ingress controller that is provided by Nginx parent company itself. If you are worried about Ingress Nginx controller that is developed by and maintained by Kubernetes community, that's okay. Just migrate to Nginx controller provided by Nginx INC. If you are confused, watch my video. I made a video on this, and even somebody commented on the video. If you look at the comment section, somebody commented that by following this video, we migrated to Nginx controller provided by Nginx INC, and our problem is solved. So yeah, okay. Dilip, thanks for joining us, member. Thank you, buddy. Okay. I'm currently working as a production support engineer, so I need to change it to DevOps engineer. So whether Azure or AWS is good for me, can you please suggest the plan? Both of them are good. If you ask me one, I would say AWS, but it's like 60-40. 60% AWS, 40% Azure. It's up to you then, right? My opinion, 60% AWS, 40% Azure. I'm slightly inclined towards AWS, not because it's better than Azure or something, only because of the market. Majority of companies today use AWS, so market opportunities are more for AWS. That's it. Hi Abhishek, I hope you are doing well. Thank you. Many companies are investing billions of dollars in AI technologies. I want to understand in general how much return they are earning from these investments. Uh, I don't know if you read the recent McKinsey report. I posted it on LinkedIn as well. 95% of the people invested in AI, typically people who started AI within their company, did not get the expected output in 2025. So at least to the point, that is first week of 2026, the investments that companies put in AI, they did not get expected output. Maybe in the future, but for now not. I think you should read that McKinsey report. Even I posted it on my LinkedIn channel. 18.5 LPA current package in analytics domain. Good. With 4 years of experience. Will I be able to get 30 LPA DevOps role and how? Want to move away from analytics. 4 years of experience, 30 LPA. Yeah, you can get it. It's not, it's not something that you cannot do it, but you should learn DevOps very well. Okay. So you can get 30 LPA if you complete all the things in DevOps, if you do very good projects, and if you create a very impressive LinkedIn profile. Short answer is yes, but you have a long path to complete. Okay. I'm working 1.8 years in startup as DevOps engineer, looking for change into mid-scale and MNC, but I'm getting calls from startup. Okay. Can I go to startup again? Yeah, it's totally worth. Okay. You can go to startup. Not every startup is bad. Even I spent a lot of time in startups. So yeah, go to startup, uh, improve yourself, gain good knowledge. Whenever you get opportunities from MNC, then switch to MNC. There is no problem at all. Hey, Sadam, thanks for joining as member, buddy. Please share end-to-end project for 3 years experience for interview with Terraform, Kubernetes, and AWS. Two things. One is go to our AWS playlist or go to our Udemy course. In both of these cases, you will find the project. Okay? Anything. Either go to our AWS playlist or go to our Udemy. In both of these places, I have uploaded the project. How to get first lead in freelancing in DevOps and MLOps. See, today today the best freelancing platform is LinkedIn. But to get freelancing opportunities from LinkedIn, you need to have a very good network on LinkedIn. Like I have 200K followers on LinkedIn, so people easily reach out to me. For me, it's not difficult. But if you try on LinkedIn, you will find it difficult. So that's why I would recommend platforms like Fiverr, Upwork. You cannot get it easily there as well. You have to spend a lot of time, at least 2 to 3 hours every day. Look at different postings on Fiverr and Upwork. Start bidding, start talking to people on those platforms, and you can get your opportunity. Eventually, build connections on LinkedIn. That is my suggestion. If you want to, if you see yourself as a freelancer in the future, build a very good LinkedIn profile. Okay. Are certifications mandatory? No, they are not mandatory. Make a series on crossplane. Okay, sure, I'll try. Cool. So, yeah, we spend just little more than 1 hour, and it is also 11:40 in India. I stopped doing live streams. It was not intentional for some reason. Uh, I stopped doing it, and then there is a huge break in these live streams. Going ahead, I will try to maintain consistency. In 2026, this is one of the things that I thought of. So I'll at least try to come live 2 times a month. So if you have any questions, you can join our live stream. You can ask questions like this, or let's say for some reason you cannot ask question here or your question is not answered, you can join our Discord server. Just join as a member. Then you will find the membership tab on the YouTube channel. You can join our Discord server and you can keep asking questions there. We have a complete team there and our team will definitely help you. Once again, thank you so much for joining today's live stream. See you all in the next one.